Question: how do you turn feelings of stress from a negative into a positive? For example, let's say you're about to do a big presentation, have a tough conversation, or think back to being a student, take a test, and you're feeling stressed, your heart is racing. Then you might think that that's going to throw you off your game. You might try and push that stress down. You might spend time thinking about it because it'll distract you, it'll throw you off. But actually, there's a way to make that stress actually work for you, or at least not hurt you. It's called stress reappraisal. Appraise is when you evaluate something and you reappraise it. So let me tell you about an experiment that we did with some students, right? So there were students who were about to take a midterm test, and a couple of weeks before we sent them a message. And we sent many versions of the message. We ran dozens of experiments, but I'll give you some of the key findings, key examples. We said, when you're taking an exam, you might be stressed, and you might think that being stressed is actually going to make you do worse. But there's research that shows that actually being stressed doesn't necessarily hurt you, and it can even help you sometimes. So that's one thing we said. Here's the second thing we said, trying to combine the different messages. When you're stressed during an exam, try to remember that it could actually be helping you perform better. And we gave some examples. For example, when you're stressed, it can help you focus on what's in front of you right now. When you're being stressed, it could also actually help you sharpen your mind so you remember, right, what you studied before. And third, it can actually help you bring resources to bear. These might be energy, it might be attention. It actually helps you bring in resources, so your body kind of ramping you up to do well. And so during the exam, remember, it doesn't necessarily have to hurt, it can actually help you. So how does that resonate with you all? That idea that stress could actually be helping, not just hurting, or at least not having a negative impact. How could you use that when you're going to give a presentation or conversation that could be stressful, or you are stressed during it? Well, you might try things like go to an AI, your favorite AI, okay? Whether it's Gemini or ChatGPT or Copilot or whatever else, Perplexity, Claude, and then write this kind of message in. I'm about to do X. X would be give a big presentation, have a hard conversation, do a test, and I'm feeling stressed. Tell me 5 things I can say to myself to help me remember that stress may not actually hurt my performance, it could actually help me. Help me use stress reappraisal theory in designing these messages. Tell that to AI and then see what it says. If they're not good, say, give me 5 more and make them more personal to me as someone who is X and Y, someone who's normally calm but stressed right now, someone who's doing a job in marketing or a business person. Give it some prompts and then take those messages and copy paste them and read them right before you're about to go into the conversation or the presentation. Because you know what? Is there evidence this could help beyond how you think about it? Well, in our experiment, if you compare people who just got a simple message compared to those who got that stress reappraisal, that being stressed can actually help you perform better, or at least not hurt you, it only took about 3 minutes on average to read the message in 1,000 students. And guess what happened to those who read those more elaborate, specific messages? Their grades on the tests, on average, went up by 4%. Imagine doing something in 3 minutes and raise your grades by 4%. If I told them the answer to the test questions in 3 minutes, I'm not sure they'd even remember them. So it's actually pretty compelling that, at least in some contexts, for some people, it can help. So what's the message that's going to work for you? So think about that. Let's go back to the original question. Do you have a better insight? How can actually you say things to yourself that help you see stress as a positive rather than negative? That help you perform when you're under stress so you can actually perform better or at least not be impacted? What would you tell someone else is the interesting thing you learned from this? And what's one thing you could do differently? Ordinary action A, you might be like, I'm stressed, think about it, you get revved up. Extraordinary action B. When I'm stressed, it's actually my body bringing together resources to help me. Help my brain focus, pay attention. It won't necessarily hurt me, and it could actually even help. I'm excited. It's telling me I'm excited. I'm going to this as a challenge. So again, I'll give you 30 more seconds. What would you tell someone else is the interesting thing you learned from this? If you had to take a snippet of text and copy paste and send them in a message, what do you put in the email reminder or calendar event for yourself a month from now, 2 weeks from now, to remind yourself before a stressful event? When's that going to happen? And what's the one thing you're going to do differently after this? Good luck with it.